rough situation.
Rise happens. I don't really believe anything to die.
Yeah.
But in this world's standards, I'm really a fucked up individual.
Yeah. Well, you've got really interesting stories. A lot of interesting things that you've experienced.
What I theorize happens when we die, I think heaven is the womb.
Yeah.
And when we're in there, it's that heavenly place. It's that place where all the processing of our last life is fucking stored in our new onboard computer. Not for us to remember, you know, but like, it is an accumulative knowledge.
Yeah.
And when we're in there, it may seem like 9 years, 9 months, 9,000 years, who knows, but it's 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
When we, boom, here we are, we're in this world again.
Yeah.
You know? I don't believe in spiritual death. I believe in Jesus. Like, I believe that this dude Jesus, you know, from what very little is in the Bible, but, you know, it's actually about Jesus.
Yeah.
What I gain is
we're live, Shelby
he was
GT.
a political dissident who spoke out against the establishment, and they hung him on a cross.
Yeah.
Just like Spartacus.
And then some guy named Saul, who worked for the establishment, was trying to wipe out all the people who were spreading his enlightenment, and figured out that they will never succeed at that, so he changed his name to Paul, made up this story about on the road to Damascus and created a religion, an established religion, the very thing that Jesus was against. He was against established religion. Like, he spoke against the Pharisees and the teachers of law.
What did I'm just uneducated on the topic. What did Jesus want?
It was his truth. What he did, like, his purpose was to, like, show us how we should live, to love one another. You know what I mean? Like, he was homeless. Like, he said, the foxes have dens and the birds have nests, yet the Son of Man have no place to lay his head.
Yeah.
Right. And he wanted us to live like him. He fed people and performed miracles.
Yeah.
But his main message that really pissed them off was that there's no such thing as spiritual death. We are forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
And that's what pissed the establishment off, because that was their control.
Yeah.
And then their established religion is fear of eternal damnation.
Okay.
And all
Keep
this
everybody
stuff.
on Earth great instead of going up to the next levels.
Yeah. So if we go back to like the reincarnation type of thing, what happens to your, like, do you get reincarnated as another human, or can it be to other species,
Usually when you're another species, it's before you're a human. You usually just continue going up.
Okay.
If you do really, really terrible, they knock you back, but not in like, you know, you're still a human, you should get a shittier life. Like me, I had 14 different foster homes before I was 5.
Wow.
And I've had more sets of parents than I even care to count.
Yeah.
And I know it's because I killed a lot of people in a past lifetime. Like, what happens when you kill someone? There's children left in the world that are theirs that are parentless. And then, you know, so my karma, I just experienced all those experiences for all the children. Like, my life growing up was terrible. I didn't have, like, every single set of parents I had was ripped away from me as I had ripped away.
Yeah.
But, you know, now that I served out this part of my life, the first 20 years of winter, I dealt with that past life karma.
Yeah.
And now I can just continue going up.
Yeah. So based off of how you live this life, your next life would be born into better circumstances? Is that?
Yeah, but people always think better circumstances isn't worldly riches. What they don't realize is, like, you know, having a loving parent or an understanding.
That's a huge thing.
Those are value.
Yeah.
Those are riches you want to be born into.
I agree. Yeah. that's possible?
Yeah.
Is that something you could do, like, with enough training, or?
Yeah, with enough training. But the thing is, I got to get the poisons out of my body.
Which poisons?
Cigarettes, processed food.
Okay.
You know.
With that said,
There's
is that
still so
something?
much darkness in me. I'm not light enough
Okay.
to float.
Is that something you'd like to try and accomplish in your life?
That's the only thing I find worth accomplishing in
Yeah.
my life, because those are the only things I can take with me when I die.
Okay.
Like,
So that's something you're looking at doing. You're looking at quitting cigarettes and like eating like a cleaner diet to get rid of those toxins.
no, but that's easy. Like, I've got a few techniques. Like, have you ever heard of sun eating?
Sun eating?
Yeah.
No, I haven't. What is that?
NASA did a study on this guy, but it's one of those like ancient 2,000-year-old like Hindu techniques that they've been doing forever. But it's to re-energize you. The light convinces your body to make certain amino acids. So sun eating can literally take out 60% of the food you eat.
Yeah.
So it's just like, you know how expensive food is. We're like, the only thing you spend money on is food, right?
Yep.
So if you could take out like 60 to 80% of your food just by the sunlight, there's a specific technique, obviously. This is just it in a nutshell.
Yeah, you're generalizing it. Yeah.
Yeah, but and then all of the wild flowers everywhere for your different vitamins.
Okay.
Like, all like wild spinach, everything's got the B vitamins, the C vitamins, you get vitamin D, all
Yeah.
that shit. So once you get your basic nutrients from the flowers, anything else that your body needs, like the sun will convince your body to
Okay.
lights information that does a lot more than you know.
No, like if it wasn't the season where there was wildflowers and stuff that you get your vitamins from, is like a human-produced multivitamin thing. Does that actually give the vitamins that you need, or is that just doesn't, like, you need to get it from a natural source for your body to process it?
Your body does better from a natural source, but if you're going to take concentrated nutrients, I would definitely get something that helps your body absorb nutrients.
Yeah.
Because some people can't absorb everything they intake, and it'd be a shame to waste it.
Yeah. Okay. So you can get most of your sustenance from vitamins and the sun.
Yeah, I mean, that's what plants do.
Yeah.
You pretty much just take out the middleman.
Yep.
Everything, any type of fuel that we get comes from the sun, even fossil fuel, because and everything comes from light. Like, you can just eat the light.
Yeah.
But you gotta do some mental things first.
Okay.
Mental exercises.
Say, like, once you cut out toxins and stuff like that and like kind of purify your body,
The light helps with that also.
does it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, so any negative emotions you have, like anger, resentment, sadness,
Yeah.
all of those things, they just start to fall away and you no longer feel them anymore.
Yeah.
Those are all dark things and the light replaces them.
Yeah. And then, so once you're kind of purified from the sun and all the toxins and stuff, what's the process to be able to train yourself to be able to do the things you spoke of, like move things with your mind, kind of heal people by touching them? Like, how do you get from being like just
The healing was natural, so you just, I've accidentally healed people a few times.
yeah?
But
Well, that's a good
the
thing.
next step after that's deep meditation, but then breathing exercises, because that's the one thing that people don't understand. So carbon dioxide is a hallucinogen, and human beings from the beginning of time have had chemical dependencies, whether it's on mushrooms or alcohol or this, that, or the other.
Yep.
So carbon dioxide is a hallucinogen. So, like, you know, when people are doing spells and they're sitting in a circle and they're chanting, they're breathing out more than they're breathing in.
Okay.
So that's just changing the oxygen, carbon dioxide the stuff, I guess the information bank where all of the information stored in the world, like when you're in deep meditation, it's easier to access that and they can teach you more specifically. Like you don't have a master or a guru or somebody who can teach you all these techniques.
Yeah.
You just keep your ears open and listen to the subtle prompts. And all the prompts are not verbal. They're just like a warm pulse or just you feel it. I don't know. They're just subtle frequencies you got to be aware of in order to, and those will help guide you to where you want to be. The world, it wants to help you accomplish its dreams because it is you and it's fucking observing itself the whole time.
Okay.
So if you want help, you'll get it.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's just one of my favorite things that I learned, the astral body trick.
Yeah. So you've done that then?
No, I haven't. I haven't been able to. It's just not the right time in my life to start that spiritual journey. I've done many spiritual things, but that is a way of life, not just something I can add into my life.
Yeah.
And right now, my path hasn't led me to that point where I can sit there and meditate for 8 hours a day and not have to worry about things.
Yeah.
Or, I'm not up in the woods eating wildflowers.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, all I really need is a tool for transportation. Yeah, I got my feet, but that takes forever. I'd rather have a bicycle with a little motor on it. I can build it.
Yeah.
Once I get one of those all put together, then I can be off on my the beginning of my journey.
Okay. Yeah.
Because there's lots of things I'm going to do because I want to be able to heal people. I want to be able to take the bruises away from your eyes, heal the bones. It's all possible.
Yeah. Have you done anything like what we're kind of talking about with all this? Yeah, you've been listening.
Astral projection.
Yeah.
I've left my body a couple times, not intentionally.
Yeah.
Drug induced.
Yeah.
I don't pursue or seek any kind of esoteric like knowledge. I just kind of end up knowing it.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot to be said about that old saying, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like you said, like you kind of have all your experience and knowledge from like street smarts. Like you just learned this stuff from experience, and you're a combination. So you've read some stuff about this, but also experienced it.
Experienced it, read some stuff about it, been told about it by other worldly things.
Okay. Either like people or other things,
Just
like when you're.
like a lot of the times there's no point in them physically coming to meet you because it just takes way more energy.
Pardon
Plus,
me.
like,
Does anybody need to use the restroom?
I'm good.
I gotta take a piss.
Okay, we're taking a break.
No, but since your thoughts are all electromagnetic, it's just easier to send electromagnetic pulses than it is to physically show up and infiltrate the defenses and land on this planet. You know, it's just,
Okay.
I mean, because the government can shoot down UFOs and stuff like that, or they have done it before.
Mhm.
So it's just not worth risking all that just to have a conversation or teach someone.
Yeah.
And it's much easier to transport someone's astral body than it is their physical body. So if
That makes
something's
sense,
going to come
yeah.
and take you and teach you, they're going to leave your body where it is in whatever field it is, and take the consciousness, the intelligent part of you with them.
I'm gonna park right here because there's shade.
For sure.
You climb out through the front?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We only got one function.
Yeah.
This door doesn't open. That one, when you pull it, you gotta knock it. Like,
Oh, to like. Oh yeah. Okay. We got it. We're just taking a bathroom break. Just gonna grab something from my bag. Oh. Just gonna stretch my legs for a little bit. No, it's Joseph was just moving around. He knocked the antenna off. That's probably why we lost connection a little bit. Just the antenna helps with increasing whatever signal we're kind of getting. So that's what I was doing back there. I was trying to reconnect the antenna. Hopefully, didn't need a reset to reset, but I plugged it back in. So these guys are interesting, right? I can't walk too far away because my Wi-Fi pack is still just chilling there. But yeah, interesting people, eh? So yeah, if you guys are concerned about my safety, there's the van. Got a bunch of wheels on the back. They make motorized bicycles. And yeah, this is the first kind of ride like this that I've gotten on this trip. Like people with just like conspiracy theories and interesting information. They're good people. I'm not concerned at all. They just have interesting ways that they think about things, and they live their life in a different way. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'm just trying to lead them on questions to get them to continue talking about the stuff they're talking about, because I think it's interesting. Because I might not necessarily agree with what they're saying or believe in what they're saying, but I still think it's interesting. They're friends. They met a couple years ago. They're not related. They're just friends. Yeah, sure you did. So this has been a fun ride. It's been entertaining. We're still going for a little while yet. At any point, like I could even get out here, but it wouldn't be the best spot to hitchhike out of here. I couldn't be on the highway itself, so I'd have to hitchhike on the. This is just a little rest stop. So I'd have to hitchhike on the on-ramp back, but there's not enough traffic here to really make it a good spot. Show up the Joe Rogan of hitchhiking podcast. But today's been a good day for hitchhiking, meeting different people. This is our third ride of the day. Getting a little hungry, getting a little tired, but yeah. That was exactly your view. Yeah, I'm interested in hearing the different things people believe in. So I have no problem with people believing in different things. I'm interested to hear what they have to say. Goliath, thanks for following. Sorry I missed a ton of chat, ton of followers. I should check my notifications, see if there's anything else. It's been all weird. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Ready to roll? You gotta give it a good slam, or just it's more the opening that's the problem. Alright. Seems good. So, see where we're at. How far from Santa Maria are we? I guess I'm looking up right now, so you don't have to answer that. this is Oh, the picture. So, where were you capturing this picture from?
I was sitting in the driver's seat.
Driver's seat.
There's a light
Yeah.
sticking right here, a flashlight pointing up.
Yeah.
And I was taking a picture at the smoke and the light, which doesn't even really show up in the picture.
Yeah, it's tough to capture that. Do you mind if I show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is what you captured. This was a few years ago?
About 4 years ago.
Yeah. Go. Thank you. No, it's
Can you
interesting.
see the two eyes?
Yeah.
One's in the shadow.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
Check. My other map's not updating, so I'm just gonna check on here. Yeah, it's our third ride today. We had Alex, then we had Hector, and then we had it's River and Joseph.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to Santa Maria. I think we're halfway.
We're not too far from it.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, so. Putting some music on, or yeah. Now, you briefly mentioned the Illuminati. What exactly is that, or is that a real thing, or is that just like you were saying? You were just briefly.
It goes by different names throughout the ages.
Yeah.
There's always somebody in control, and their names just change as time goes on and the cultures evolve.
So when
It used to be the Masons.
Okay.
It's Illuminati. Now it's
Best name to put on it now is the Council on Foreign Relations.
yeah,
cancel for
pretty much it's
relations.
new name.
Okay.
But yeah,
So you're saying kind of whoever's in control is what we'd call
yeah,
the Illuminati, yeah.
right.
Control of just society in
The other
general.
thing about the name the Illuminati is, you know, you look at the yin and the yang. There's the dark surrounded by light.
Yeah.
That's the Illuminati. They're the darkness in the center of their heart, but they surround themselves in humanitarian efforts.
Yeah.
Like they surround themselves in being good, kind protectors and this, that, and the other. Whereas people like me or the white, look, the Illuminati is that part of the yin and the yang.
Okay.
The closest metaphor.
Yeah. And is their relationship to us like a positive thing? Like they're in control. You said
Yeah.
they're trying to looking out for
Yeah,
the
it's-
welfare of.
No, they're looking out for the welfare of themselves, but it's just a master-slave relationship, really. Like, I own
Yeah.
you. Fucking, I don't know. I mean, they like to keep people just smart enough to know things, but too dumb to ask questions.
Okay. And then there's like
And
more.
that's the best way to keep people. Ignorance is bliss, but also
Yeah.
what you don't know can't hurt you, so being ignorant is dangerous.
Yeah. Now we've got a bit of tunes going, so that's nice. I don't know if you can hear the music, but sounds nice, so let's see what it was.
Based on what you look up and listen to?
Yep.
YouTube just kind of makes your own mix.
So you just picked a recommended playlist or something?
Well, no, I had a playlist created, but they updated or something. There's no playlist. They just do it for you.
Oh, it just plays the next song. Yeah, okay. Yep. No, yeah. I'm not gonna push the buttons, guys. Past the sign for San Miguel. I'm just asking questions because you guys seem to have a lot of knowledge on all of these different topics that I don't actually have any education or experience with. But like, what other kinds of like creatures, beings are there on this earth that might be in like legend or history? But
there's a good YouTube documentary. The Russians back in World War II had a handbook because the Russians were into psychological warfare and other psychic warfare also.
Yeah.
So they ended up making a handbook, and because they're a government, they can afford to have all these technologies that register different frequencies, because not everything is life as we know it, not everything is carbon-based life. There's other forms of intelligent life that aren't anything like us. But what the Russians did is they categorized all that. All of the names, what constellations they come from, some of them have pictures, some of them don't.
Yeah.
The book also says whether they're malevolent or kind. There's only a few species out there that are for humans. A lot that don't really care, and others that just have their own agenda and come to Earth as a pick and pull for genetic parts.
Yeah.
But it's a two-part documentary. It's got like a few hundred different species in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And like these are the ones that you'd hear in like lore and stuff like that, like your type of like Bigfoot type things, vampire type things, or like is that?
Vampires or something else.
What would?
Fairies and elves or extraterrestrials.
Okay.
Where do you find a fairy and an elf? Out in the middle of fucking nowhere, way out in the woods. Where
Yeah.
do you get abducted? Way out in the woods, way out in the middle of nowhere, in a beautiful, serene place.
Okay.
And fucking ancient people just saw a Pleiadian or something else.
Yeah. And you said vampires or something else? Like, what do you mean by that?
They're not alien.
Yeah.
Well, vampires are just like, okay, so
vampire, they have the one like thing, and the blood goes directly to their brain.
Yeah, the life force of whatever you're drinking goes into your brain.
Yeah.
And that's what the interdimensional parasite has control over. So it reaps the benefit of the blood.
Oh, okay. So it's like a hijacked human
Right.
by an extraterrestrial.
Right. You still have your own free will, and this, that, and the other, but it's a.
So you have your free will, but
Like,
the entity takes over at some point.
Yeah, you can still choose to do whatever you want to go do whenever you want to go
Yeah.
do it, except for in the daytime. Yeah, I guess it's like free will cut in half. You still have
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
I believe that certain, like, I believe that people who are like have emptiness, or like I believe that people can open themselves up to dark entities that enter them and like possess them, and there's
It's
really
easier for
like
something to hijack you if there's an empty seat in you.
freak
Okay.
shit. But as far as like vampirism goes, like in today's world, I only think there's energy vampires,
Yeah.
and they don't even know they're energy vampires.
Yeah.
It's like people who piss you off because they feed off that anger, or people who like emotionally hijack you with, you know what I mean, like with
Okay.
sadness, or like
Yeah.
there's just different, like people feed off different emotions and energies, like that trigger us to have different emotions, whether it be anger, empathy,
Yeah.
all those things, and they feed off of it. But as far as like blood-sucking vampires, I don't.
You don't think so? No. Like any other creatures
Well, I mean, there might be some weirdos who
that do that don't need
like,
blood, but
let
like
darkness into them, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm a vampire. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I wouldn't put it past them to drink somebody's blood. They're gonna die just like the rest of us.
in this life or when
Yeah. I mean, I've drank someone else's blood. I'm all like the psychic vampires. Like, you don't have to be a psychic vampire to steal someone's energy. You can know those techniques and then do them.
Yeah. Now, did they voluntarily give up their blood to?
What?
Did they voluntarily give up their blood to you?
One of them didn't know I was getting some until a few seconds afterwards.
And they were okay with it at that point, or they're like, "Whoa, buddy."
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, buddy."
As long as you don't try to do that with me.
They already had a cut, so I was like, I just grabbed their arm.
Okay. And what's the experience like to draw their energy in that form?
It wasn't enough to make any difference.
Oh, okay.
But so there's just, if you want to get into blood magic, there's you can start off with animal blood. What a lot of people do is a cow, just because of its historical, symbolic, and
that makes sense. And yeah, I'm just asking lots of questions because you guys seem to know a lot about stuff that I've done no research on at all. So it's like, I don't know.
Most people just do research on the government stuff.
Yeah.
But once you do the research on the government stuff, then you get into the alien stuff, and then you get into the ancient people's techniques.
Yeah.
And see ultimately what is it. That's kind of, I actually kind of did a full circle there. Started off with conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And evolved into esoteric things.
No, but it's all interesting to me. So thank you for kind of explaining some of this stuff because I haven't really.
Every night, and you have a phone too, so there's a radio app you can get.
Yep.
But every night on different stations all across America and Canada,
Yep.
there's a radio program called Coast to Coast,
Okay.
and it's all esoteric. Like sometimes it's about UFOs, government conspiracies, Bigfoot, vampire.
Yep.
Like sometimes it's just downright ridiculous, and sometimes like they're talking about some really important shit like
Okay.
geoengineering, chemtrails, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah. Chemtrails, is that like what is that?
Just look out there, like those aren't clouds, like you see the jets leaving the big long trails behind them?
Yeah.
Like those aren't contrails. Contrails, condensation trails, dissipate right behind the plane. Like
Yeah.
these trails they're laying go all the way across the sky and expand. You know what I mean? Like
Okay. And what, like, so that's a government-run thing? Like what are they? Who's putting that there?
I don't know who's doing it.
Okay. And what is it supposed to do? Do you know?
That's a mystery too.
It's a mystery. We don't know what they're doing it for.
Like there's all there is theories on it.
Yeah.
They admit they're doing it though. Nowadays, they admit they're doing it.
Yeah.
Weather modification. Most logical explanation is they're attempting to fix global warming or something.
Okay.
But there's theories that they're causing global warming.
Yeah.
They're terraforming the planet to better suit them.
Yeah, I think what I heard is that people's theory for slowing global warming is they're kind of creating a cloud blanket that reflects the heat from the sun, so it stops the runaway effects of global warming or something. But yeah.
They can also like create high pressure areas and prevent an area from getting global. They've weaponized it too.
Weaponized it in what way?
Like they can cause a region to get no fucking rain.
Oh, okay.
They can put regions in drought or flood them, hit them with hurricanes. Moscow got hit with a hurricane a couple of years back.
Where?
Moscow.
Oh, Moscow. Moscow got hit with a hurricane.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near an ocean.
Look it up on YouTube.
Really?
Hurricane in Moscow. Like, and that was like shortly after New York got hit with the category 4 or 5 or whatever. That was weaponized weather too.
Yeah.
Where was it? They were gonna have the Olympics somewhere. I think it was China, or it was somewhere. And they said, well, if it rains, it's gonna ruin, you know. And they said, oh, don't worry, we control the weather.
Really?
It's not just the U.S. It's the globalist. Let's put a name on it. It's the globalist.
Okay.
It's a league of nations.
Yeah.
It's like Donald Trump. Like Donald Trump's a nationalist.
Okay.
He's not. And Clinton and Obama, all the Democrats are globalists.
Okay.
Like their aim is globalization. Trump is like nationalism.
Yeah.
So right, things are like really heating up, but in this country,
I've noticed
Donald
that.
Trump,
as an outsider from Canada.
It's like, we're either going to have World War III or Civil War II.
Exactly.
Yeah, it seems to be going that way.
There's no two ways about it. War's going to happen.
Yeah.
At least for America.
So you think the actual war within America is going to happen, or a war between world superpowers?
I really don't know how this war's going to play out with all the technology. There's really no need for actual people.
Yeah, because it seems that most wars are now fought by superpowers in third-party nations. They don't. It's not the United States and Russia fighting. It's the United States and Russia kind of fighting in Syria.
Yeah, we're keeping.
They don't even have to put, they don't have to nuke this country. They don't have to put any boots on the ground or anything to bring this country to its knees.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is knock out the electrical grid completely nationwide and just sit back and watch us all kill each other.
Well, yeah. Without electricity, people are so reliant on our technology. Without it, everything would crumble.
When they finally did put boots on the ground, it would be a humanitarian effort.
Like I said, the darkness hiding in the light. The darkness hiding in the light. So
Yeah.
foreign troops can pretend as humanitarians. All unity. It's all a giant dance of duality.
What do you think's gonna happen? You said you don't know how or what the war would be or anything. Do you have any ideas of what you think's gonna happen in the next X amount of time? You got one?
Everybody's always worried about the EMP, right?
Yep.
I mean, that'd be the most realistic way, right? But
The electromagnetic pulse, yeah.
But it's just easier to turn off the light switch and tell everybody there's an EMP.
Yeah.
Because if China or some other place is gonna, like, if China's gonna bomb the United States with an EMP, China owns all the infrastructure.
Yeah.
We're in so much debt to China that it owns us. Why would it damage its property when it can just turn it off, let us all kill ourselves, and then
But wouldn't people be able to tell that it wasn't EMP, or would they?
EMP is Cold War technology. They don't have to use the EMP. They can do it. They can do it.
Oh,
with
they
the
can do it different
computers.
ways? Okay, yeah.
yeah, I can make an EMP, a directed EMP gun with some wires and a dog motor, and like turn off the car.
Yeah.
You light a match, Joseph?
No, it's a cigarette. So is that thing picking up all the audio and putting subtitles with it or something, or are those comments?
These are comments of people watching and stuff like that as we go.
Can they actually hear what we're saying?
Yeah, they can hear. They might miss some stuff just based off of the extra wind noise and stuff like that. But yeah, they can hear what's going on.
Last time I was on something live, it was for one of my friends, and she wanted me to talk to her sister, right?
Yep.
So I just talked about my junk for like 15 minutes in a whole bunch of elaborate kooky ways. That was the last time I was live.
What was the broadcast to? You know, or
Oh, just her sister wanted to see how her life goes out here in California to her friend's work. So I decided to take up the pedestal and talk on Facebook Live.
yeah, what did you talk about?
My junk.
Junk. Classic.
For 15 minutes.
Classic.
So, some girl from Mexico started talking to him on Facebook.
I found out she's in Africa now.
And
Oh.
first he's asked her, are you really a lady? Like, you're not a guy, are you?
Yeah.
And then he talked to her about how much he masturbates. And like, trying to throw her off because he pretty much knows like these people scam like that or whatever.
Okay.
But dude, she come out of left field after talking to him for a while and tried to blackmail him. I'm gonna spread our conversation to all your friends, everybody you know.
It was actually
As long as
literally
we
a
don't
sex
get
tape.
$500.
Yeah.
and Joseph's like, you gotta know him, all my primary, like everybody already knows. There's no shame in my game. And now he's talking to her
At think she actually loves me because like, okay, like, yeah, whatever. You'll get all butthurt, you can blackmail me. Like, come on, you're still pretty, let's talk. And it worked. And she there you go.
But now she's in Africa.
Yeah, she wasn't answering the question straight when I was originally asking her.
Yeah.
Now that we're on a more normal page and she's not trying to hustle me. No, but apparently she lives with her sister in, what is it? Côte d'Ivoire?
Where?
Côte d'Ivoire?
Côte d'Ivoire? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
It's right next to Liberia.
Okay.
They meet and get married. And at dinner, somebody, how did you two meet? Oh, she tried to blackmail me online.
That's the story.
Hey, how far are we from Santa Maria? I haven't been down here in a while.
Yeah, I have no idea. How far? I guess I can bring it up. I got a map.
I used to take the Big Sur route straight down the coast.
Yeah, well, that coastal route, I'm guessing, is beautiful.
It's just hard on the gas.
Oh, slower, windy,
hard
uphill,
on the
downhill.
stand,
Yeah.
so.
Saying it's 50 miles, 48 minutes.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you guys know where you're going to in Santa Maria?
It's called Better Arabia Road.
Okay. Yeah. That's where you just in the van for the night?
Yeah, there's a truck stop there. There's a Walmart.
Yeah. And then how long are you down here for?
Just maybe a day.
And then heading back up to San Francisco? Just want to get out of the city?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like trying to not be bored. Trying to put a lot of things together right now.
Yeah. So put a lot of things like the motorized bikes that you're doing. What else? Anything else? Or?
And like my van, so much stuff's been spilled in here. It's been trashed over there.
So you're trying to clean it out.
Rip the carpet
Yeah.
out.
Redo it. Yeah.
I need to redo my van.
Yeah.
We just bought a solar shower today. Like $12 is a lot to pay for a shower. To like stay showered regularly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So solar shower, so that's like a gravity shower and it gets heated up by the sun?
Yeah, except we're gonna cheat. We're gonna heat water up with the stove and dump it in there.
Oh, okay, and then just, yeah, okay. Well, on a nice day like this, if you've got some downtime, you know, the sun heats it up decently quick.
You know, I was thinking about, Joseph, if we filled it up, just like tied it on the roof.
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe that would work.
It might work, but if it's really, really hot.
Yeah.
The van gets hot. I'm just thinking about the wind chill back there.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, because yes, the sun's warm, but you're getting the constant wind.
But if the
There's
sun's
something.
hot and the van's hot, I don't think the wind will like
Well, I don't know, if like, well, you kind of covered the windows a bit, but like even if you had it in the back there and the sun's radiating through the window, even that would heat it up a decent amount over time.
As long as it's not cold, I don't mind, even if it's just warm water.
that's true,
It's a
yeah.
5-gallon bag. The way I figure it, if you put 3 gallons in it and
Yep.
it's going to be warmer than it would if you just put it out of the tap into the bladder, you know what I mean?
Yep.
And there's 2 more gallons that could go in there, so you could like maybe bring like a gallon and a half to almost boiling and throw it in with the other 3 gallons and
Yeah.
make it about right. There's Zodi showers you could buy. Hooks on a propane can.
Yeah.
I was gonna get one, but then I was like, I already have a stove. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
well, I just get a bladder, heat water up, and
Yeah.
go in there. A lot cheaper.
I mean, if it's that cold, I almost wouldn't mind having a cold shower or that warm
Hot,
outside.
yeah. Sometimes a cold shower.
Sometimes you'd be like, yeah, I'll take a cold.
Actually, when you get down towards LA,
Yep.
there's a place called Oxnard.
Oxnard.
It's
Yep.
just south of Santa Barbara. And that's where the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, and it's still good service.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Pacific Coast Highway runs from somewhere around Oxnard, or, west of Oxnard,
Yeah.
all the way to down through Venice Beach, all the way to San Diego. So
Yeah.
you could hitch that, like,
Yeah. It'd be nice.
because I took a trip to Texas not too long ago,
Yeah.
and I went through the LA freeway system on the way there. I'm like, holy shit! There was a front end of a car just sitting in the highway, almost hit it, you know.
Yep.
And so on the way back, we didn't have no weed because we had to get rid of all our weed before going into New Mexico and Texas and all that.
Yep.
Because I got checkpoints. So I was like, we need to go to Venice Beach and get weed.
Okay.
And then like, I took the Pacific Coast Highway out of here.
Yeah.
So I decided at that point I'll never drive the LA freeway again.
Yeah.
Like Pacific Coast Highway.
It's beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
I might have to do that then.
It's a lot safer too. Like, it's all really nice area, pretty much.
Is it? Yeah.
Like the PCH doesn't go through like
Okay.
South Central and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. Then yeah, it'd probably work.
You'll trip out on Venice Beach, dude.
You what?
Venice Beach, it's like there's no place ever like it.
Really? I'll have to check it out. We're going to Venice Beach, boys.
You ever heard of these guys? Dead South?
Dead South?
Yeah. They're out of Canada, actually.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them, but maybe I've heard some of their music. Sometimes I've heard a song, I've just never actually like know who it was. Because they sound kind of familiar, at least their style. Yeah, they know we're live. Just give it a little panorama. They were called the Dead South? Yeah, the Dead South. I can do that impact for sure. I'll go on Discord. I'm in trouble. What did I do?
What did I do?
It's a Chevy van. Say that, man. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna be able to respond to everything in chat. We'll catch up when we get dropped off. There'll be a lot to talk about, I'm sure. Just can't right now. Santa Monica, or are you just going there, just you two guys hanging out? Oh, Santa Maria, sorry. I'm saying the wrong thing.
I'm liable to run into somebody I know anywhere I go though. Really.
Yeah. So where you guys going, Santa Maria? You're not going to meet anyone, you're just, yeah.
Like a whole network of travelers. I know so many people, traveling folks.
Yeah.
Some of them hitch, some of them on trains, some of them drive, you know.
Yeah.
Like anywhere I go, I can run into somebody I haven't seen in 10 years.
Yeah. Like records on that, or just like if you do anything with the government, they'll just think you're crazy?
Like,
do they have a record on you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've talked to different psychiatrists and stuff. One of them had to go fucking take a vacation and get therapy after talking.
I don't think I'll need therapy after talking to you. but I do enjoy talking to you guys. You've got a lot of interesting information. It's just stuff I don't know about. River Joseph.
I don't really look at as things that I know. I'll look at it as things that I ascertain. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
far,
Okay.
because like everybody's wrong and everybody's right. Like things change.
Yeah.
Everything changes. Nothing's set in stone. You know. Sometimes nothing is ever what it seems to be.
Yeah.
Now I perceive things maybe way different than how somebody does.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people do have separate realities. Like we're in the same space and time, but people perceive it completely different.
Yeah.
You know? It's weird. Unless you've been assimilated into the board, in which case resistance is futile.
Yeah.
I guess it must be San Luis Obispo.
Yeah. We're getting pretty close.
This is where I first lost everything to identify myself. Birth certificate, social security card,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Had it all in my backpack, got arrested here, and got sent back up to Marin County, but they left my backpack here.
Oh,
all my
okay.
identifying documents, so I didn't have anything for like 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What did they catch you on? If you don't mind me asking.
It was an old warrant, a petty theft warrant out of Marin County.
Oh,
I had
okay.
an accomplice, and he got caught,
Yeah.
and he did his jail time. So next time they saw me, they couldn't just write me a ticket and let me go.
Yeah.
I also had to go.
Okay.
I got let go on it hella times. It's just once my friend went to jail.
Yeah. Okay.
I had to.
Yeah. Is that your only experience with the police in your life, or had a few?
Yeah.
Anything too bad, or?
Just fucking. When I was younger, orphan, like, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
when you're an orphan, the police are involved in different matters in your life.
Yeah.
I went to prison once,
How long did you go for?
a year,
A year. And what was that for?
10 pounds a pot.
10 pounds a pot.
$40,000.
That would do it. Well, considering how hard they've been on weed historically here, a year for 10 pounds isn't actually that much here, is it?
Actually, yeah.
Is it?
It's like people could be like, what the fuck? And then state would be like, well, he's got 13 marijuana felonies. Like,
Okay. I just heard of people going away for a few years for a lot less.
I used to grow pot and sell pot for years.
Yeah.
I got more marijuana felonies than I can count on my fingers.
And now it's legal. Which is,
Isn't that just a bitch?
yeah, you now have a criminal record for something that isn't even illegal anymore.
I should use it as a resume.
What's it
You
called?
get
sorry?
Shapeshift Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. No, I haven't.
Yeah, is with the original Justice League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There it is, he's a shapeshifter. But I think this girl I'm talking to online from Africa is a shapeshifter too, because every time she sends me a picture of her face, it's different.
Really? Like how different? Or is she just
They
doing?
look like different people. Like she made a Facebook profile and it looked like 5 different people.
Really?
But they were all so close, just subtly different.
Yeah. Could it just be makeup? You know, girls and making themselves look different from.
Maybe.
It's
Because
Maybe
probably
it's a man.
it's probably some dude, some
Yeah.
fat dude.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It was just like, well, whatever. I mean, as long as I'm under the illusion that it's a girl, I'm talking pretty. But it's, I mean, if we ever meet up, it's not like we're gonna do anything if he's a man.
That's an interesting way to put it. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
I mean, have you men watch pornography and women read literotica, erotic novels and stuff like that?
Like 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking.
But that's the main. It's like mainstream erotic novel.
Wait a
So
minute.
strange.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
So if
Yep.
you met up with this chick and she was a dude, you wouldn't do her? You're so homophobic. Now tell this country is now that what you want fuck that? You're a homophobe?
Nah, but when you text back and forth, it's pretty much like a literotica novel. I mean, most men don't enjoy reading sexy things, but if you're an intellectual person, it'd be fun reading that stuff.
Yeah.
Not like I'm dating anymore.
Man, this van is grimy, Joseph.
Yeah, she could use a bit of a wash.
Yeah,
Inside and out. I like the taped dash. Everything held together with black duct tape or something like that. It's a good feature.
I don't believe in holding back on, like, holding in angry feelings
Yeah.
or frustration, so
Right, you just let out the anger? Yeah. Well, hopefully I don't anger you too much.
sometimes we try to help people that can't be helped,
Yeah, for sure. That's a good thing to do.
and
Oh.
like they end up, like, I'm talking junkies,
Oh, like you can't do anything
like
like
junkies.
yeah.
It can be angering, frustrating.
Angry and trying to help.
Especially if it's somebody that you knew who used to be normal.
Yeah.
You know,
So like, what do you try to do to help them? Like you'll give them food, kind of.
Feed him in a safe place to sleep.
So you, like let them sleep in the van to
first
prep?
off, let them recuperate and heal,
Yeah.
but then it's the choice. Like, you can roll with those fucking, you know what I mean? You're welcome to roll with us, but you're just gonna have to kick it, you know, on your
Yeah.
addiction. You're gonna have to go through the withdrawals and sometimes people change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Work with it. Which I can't say is judgmental or one-sided for me, because I've done hard drugs. Like, I've gone on binges and I've withdrawn, I've kicked it, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
It's a decision you have to make. Like, alright, the party's over, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna get high
Yeah.
or whatever.
don't really do many drugs anymore?
Not really. I
No.
smoke a lot of pot.
Smoke pot, yeah. So would you say pot's like your favorite drug you've ever done? It's just been kind of there all the time?
Pot's not a drug.
Oh, okay, I can see that, yeah.
Pot's just a weed. Pot's a gift
Yeah,
to me from the universe. To a lot of other people too.
yeah. So out of the actual drugs you've done then, do you have a favorite from history? If you could, if you
I hope this is just fog.
sorry?
I hope this is just fog. Like
Yeah, I know.
a green layer.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't rain.
This is actually my kind of weather.
Yeah.
It like gets me all giddy.
Foggy or cloudy,
Yeah,
rainy?
Cold marine layer.
Yeah.
I used to live in Willits. That's up in Minnesota area.
Yeah, I was
Arizona.
driving through there. Yeah.
And dude, I get like
The water's over there.
101 degrees in Willits. And then 33 miles west over on the coast, Port Ray would be like this.
Yeah.
So you go from 100 degrees to like this. God gets you like, be so happy. Like, there's a big field here, real tall grass.
Yeah.
I'd run around in this field naked and with the fucking ocean fish. Like, they just like were totally revitalizing me from the 100-degree temperatures and shit.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that now.
No.
Like, not anymore. Like, cold gets to me now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really a pussy because, like, in all actuality, like, it's either too hot or too cold, you know?
Yeah.
Weather's very seldom perfect for me. This is Pismo Beach.
Pismo Beach, eh?
It's like a touristy little town.
Yeah, looks like it. A little beach town. Yeah, we're almost in Santa Maria. Probably just 15 minutes or something. I started in Port Angeles, Northern Washington State, and we're at, is this ride 30 now? I think this might be ride 30. But yeah, the weather kind of turned on us. I think it's just wrong. I don't think it's just an actual storm or a system.
It's just marine life.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Over there, there's mountains and then the I-Farm,
Yeah,
and it's probably about 90, 100 degrees.
just over, yeah, on the mountains, yeah.
So it creates this convection that sucks the marine layer.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in San Francisco. Other place, like little microclimates.
Yeah, yeah. I lucked out with the weather in San Francisco, but people told me it's foggy most of the time there. So I lucked out with sun in San Francisco, but
about SF is that because I live in my van,
Yeah.
and because there's so many more people way more fucked up than I am, I just kind of slide under the radar.
Yeah.
Like, the cops woke us up once in SF, didn't they? In our van?
What'd they tell you?
Well, because Safeway was complaining about all the vehicles parked in their parking lot.
Yeah. Okay.
So they were just letting everybody know.
Yeah.
I mean, they apologized for waking us up. I mean, it's just anywhere else they jerk us out in the van. Fucking
Yeah.
be laying down on the ground, ripping the van apart. Not SF.
No, they're pretty chill. Yeah.
They're really liberal.
Well, that's good. Makes a big difference when you're living in a van in a city like that.
The cops have always been nice to me, if you will.
Yeah.
Freaking even some white people, you just start talking shit, and the cops put the cuffs on super tight and start manhandling them, beating them up, or whatever else.
Yeah.
I've never done any of that to me. They're always polite, putting the two fingers under the handcuffs and this, that, and the other. It's just because I'm not an asshole. But that's the thing, like, I saw this post on Facebook about this one black guy who has guns in his car and has a permit, got pulled over by the cops, and he was respectful and he didn't get shot.
Yeah.
Any other black person in that situation would have slightly disrespected the cop and would have been shot.
There's
Black ass guy.
There's a big misperception going on in this country. But what you just said is true.
Yeah.
You show respect or whatever. But they don't shoot people because, oh fuck you, disrespect me. Bang, it's not like that. They don't shoot black people because they're like, oh, you're black, you know what I mean? And I'm a cop and I can shoot you and get away with it. It's not like that at all. Like, everybody that's being recruited and hired into police departments all come from like middle, upper class, you know what I mean? Or they've been sheltered, like they come from like, you know what I mean? Not like all the rest or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're shooting people because
Sorry, boys.
they're scared.
Yeah.
Like, somebody gets all hypey with them and shit, dude. They're scared because they come from a, whole different, you know what I mean?
Reality, pretty much.
Well, a whole different reality. And that's all your younger cops. All your cops that have been hired within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Like, look at like old cops, veteran cops, dude, they're not shooting unarmed people, you know what I mean? Or even armed. Up in Oregon, the chief of police, a Cottage Grove, like some tweaker pulled a knife on him, so he shot him in the foot. Moral of the story is, don't scare these young cops.
Yeah, no, I try to be pretty respectful and chill with all police.
When all's said and done, all they want to do is go home to their family.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. Nothing personal to it. It's a job they've been hired to do. It's a dangerous one to do.
Yeah. So when you guys get to Santa Maria, like, you don't have any plans? You're just showing up there and you're
Probably gonna
parking
get
at
a
the wall
bite to eat and chill.
and then head back tomorrow morning or afternoon?
Probably tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
I don't plan that far.
You don't make plans?
I don't.
Me neither. You guys know that. I don't make plans. I just do things.
Finds a way of fucking with your plans.
Exactly. Makes things so much more relaxed if you don't have to follow it. Like,
It's like there's already a master plan. Quit making up your own.
yeah.
Well, it'll be nice in Santa Maria.
Yeah.
It won't be far
Kind of looks like it's gonna clear up over there. We'll find out soon. As the fog kind of disperses over there, it's like I don't think you'll guys will be able to see.
Most people my age don't have a house. They're like already like settled. You know what I mean? Like aiming for retirement and everything. But like they haven't their thinking is still the same. I think as it evolved with the generations.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like mine's evolved a little bit with the generations. You know what I mean? So like back in my day, it wasn't so horrible to tell someone they're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you just can't, you know what I mean? Like, people get hurt.
Yeah?
That's something I've learned in the last year. You have to, be careful what you say to people because people's feelings get hurt.
Yeah.
Whereas back in my day, be like, you're a fucking idiot. Oh, yeah, well, you're a fucking dillhole. You know what I mean? Back
Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah.
Nothing personal.
Yeah.
Right?
You take, but you also throw it back.
Everything's changed with the technology.
Yeah, technology has changed a lot.
People's social. It's weird. It's hard to explain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
People will say things. People will type things and say things on Facebook that they would never actually say to someone's person.
That's definitely true. People on the internet will say things that they wouldn't actually say in real life. That's very true. Behave. I think we're pulling to Santa Monica, or Santa Maria, really soon.
That's definitely cleared up.
Yeah. The sun's back over there. I don't know if you can see. Not really. That's okay. So how big of a city is Santa Maria? It's pretty big, or medium?
That medium.
I guess compared to San Francisco, it's gonna be really small, but
It's not a skyscraper city. It's spread way more spread out
yeah, is it?
than SF.
Yeah, I'm guessing we've got another hour of daylight, but I think Santa Maria is going to be my final destination for tonight. So wherever you want to drop me off at the shopping center or wherever, I'll get out there and then plan my evening there.
Yeah, there's lots of spots around that.
Is there?
Yeah, it's like on the edge. It's like
Edge of town? Yeah,
it's like
okay.
the edge of town.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, you've experienced this. You kind of know what to look for places to stay for nights and all that jazz. Yeah.
You're not like a parolee at large. You're not a drug addict with drugs on you.
Yep.
You
It's
know
true.
what I mean? You're not somebody who has warrants for your arrest. You know what I mean? So like anywhere's good. It's a big deal to talk to the cops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's like, I noticed that when I was hitchhiking. Like, I didn't care if the cops woke me up.
Yeah, I've interacted with cops several times with hitchhiking. It just happens in that kind of method of traveling. I guess they see you as a high-risk kind of person. They want to check you out, check for warrants and stuff like that. But I don't have any warrants or anything like that, so they just make sure everything's good and then they send you along. Sun's back out. So, oh, I missed it, but there's a big fog bank over there. Fog bank.
3 minutes to exit.
It is chilly. It's like 56 degrees.
Yeah, without that sun, we lost a lot of that warmth.
All right, we're in Santa Maria.
Santa Maria. We made it, everyone. Does this count as Southern California now? Are we in SoCal? Southern California, whatever you want to call it? Central? Okay. When does it become Southern California?
Santa Barbara.
Santa Barbara? Okay. Thanks, Impact. Are we up to date on the ride count too? I think we're at 30 now. Is that correct? I'll answer everyone's questions once I get out of this ride. I'm just not gonna talk to just to you guys and not them. So I'll answer all your questions in a few minutes. Cooking gear in here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
But all you can eat buffets are really good.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine you like being on the road, like, you get to missing the home cooking and shit.
Yeah, that's true. I don't eat well when I travel,
the mashed potatoes and gravy.
So, yeah, my food intake isn't the best. I don't eat enough, and the stuff I do eat isn't really that great. Is this the shopping complex up here? Yeah.
And there's a truck stop back on the other side.
Perfect.
Gas is so much cheaper outside of SF.
Is
it's
it?
like almost $4 in SF.
Really? And then three and a half here?
Yeah, it's like $3.39.
Oh, $3.39. Yeah. Okay.
This place that coffee's $1. Kind of show you around here a little bit.
Sure. Ooh, a Wendy's. Is this your guys' Walmart? Where you're camping at?
Well, no, I'll park at the truck stop.
So oh yeah, okay.
Most Walmarts are not really
best for parking out, yeah. Okay.
Especially if they're in like a shopping center like this one.
Yeah. So whereabouts are you gonna drop me?
Huh?
Whereabouts
I'm gonna show you the truck stop.
Yep.
And then you can choose over here or over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Actually, we're taking you to our spaceship now.
Your spaceship? We're leaving this world.
We're gonna show you how to be a galactic hitchhiker.
Here we go. and then I can make a book after it called A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
don't
or
forget
something
your
like that.
towel.
I don't think anyone's done that
I'm
before.
a spare towel.
So you know the government's been doing reverse engineering on the crashed UFOs so they can make their own version of it.
Yeah.
So the blueprints were online at one point in time. I remember seeing them. And
Yeah.
it's just so motherfucking ridiculously easy to make a flying saucer.
Really?
There's only like one thing that you really need. The one thing that causes the government a whole bunch of problems is you need frictionless contact elements. Things that no matter how much they're next to each other, they don't cause any friction at all, no matter what.
Okay.
And the one chemical that they're using, you know, it causes radiation, so each one of the human pilots can only be in the saucer that they reverse engineered for about 4 hours.
Okay.
But all I gotta do is study other frictionless contact elements in order to. That's really like the one thing that they're having problems with. But if I figure it out, I'm gonna make myself a garbage can spaceship.
Garbage can spaceship. Here we go.
So that's the on-ramp.
Oh yeah. If I'm continuing on.
You ever seen Rick and Morty?
I've seen a few episodes. I've never watched all of it though. My friends showed me.
Watch. Oh.
Yeah.
Not that any of one episode goes into the other, but my God, it's just a lot of stuff in
So
there.
I know what I want to say. If you're camping out, like over on this side,
Yeah.
is your best bet because it's where it all becomes rural. I'll show you a little spot back here.
Sure. For camping or?
Yeah.
Okay. Where the truck stop.
I kind of got it fenced off now. But yeah, it's just like. See what's over here. Like that little area right there.
Oh yeah.
And the truckers are cool, like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
they're not gonna trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, the best part about over here is there's no tweakers
Oh, okay.
camping out over here.
Yep.
Over on the Walmart side, you go that way past the Walmart,
Yep.
up, and that's where all the tweakers.
Yeah.
Sure, I mean, there's not a lot of them. There's a few. Tweakers aren't all bad.
Yeah, I always label them as there's destructive tweakers and creative tweakers. I always prefer the creative tweakers because it just makes some of the coolest shit. The destructive tweakers just wreak havoc in every which way of their life.
Well, makes sense that you'd prefer the creative tweakers.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Justin.
Uh,
They put up Popeyes here.
Popeye.
are Popeyes rare or something?
Huh? Well, I mean, they're not as common as McDonald's. Or Wendy's and Burger King.
Yeah.
They're expensive. It's all good. Might as well go to the old country buffet.
These people have been buying fast food for so long since it was cheaper than buying normal
So
stuff.
that's what
Oh yeah, that's the problem.
They
That's
is-
just slowly started increasing the price, and now it's just cheaper to go buy some vegetables and rice and
That's
feed yourself.
what I end up missing is like mashed potatoes and gravy. Stuff
Yeah.
Like that. It's like a couple
Could use
days
some of that.
ago we found in Safeway pre-cooked beef tips in gravy. And then we like
Ooh.
put it on top of instant mashed potatoes.
Ooh, that sounds pretty
Instant
good.
satisfaction.
That's for sure.
pull into the gas station.
Yeah, for sure.
There to go and use the bathroom. Get me some coffee. Ultimately, we're going to be parked over there at that truck stop, pretty close to the entrance.
Okay.
If you need anything or
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate
anything
it.
happens and you're like, oh, he's
Yeah, I know someone in the area. Yeah.
Come on, white car, I need that space.
All right. Well, I really appreciate the ride with you guys. It was nice talking to you. You drove me like two hours. What was that?
136 miles.
136 miles. That was pretty fun. All right.
Alright, Joseph, let's go. Can bring this back up here.
All right. See you guys. Yeah. All right. What do you think of that? So guys, my chat interaction has been pretty bad since I got picked up. That's just the way when I'm in a vehicle, I can't really talk. It was an interesting ride, wasn't it? Like, they're nice guys, but yes, they're pretty interesting. There's just a coffee cup lid on there. When they pull out, I'm gonna pick it up and throw it out. It's just garbage fell out of the truck, or the van rather. So, alright. It's just a coffee cup lid. It's not mine, but I'm gonna throw it out so there's not garbage there. When you think hitchhiking, that's what you think of? Yeah. You'll run into people like that. They're really nice. They're interesting. Sunset or setting, so it's getting cold out, so I'm gonna throw a sweater on.
Alright, Trevor.
Yeah, see you. And we're putting the sign away too. order of operations now is I'm hungry, so we saw Popeyes. It's right there. I might go to. I don't think I've ever had Popeyes, so I might try Popeyes. I think it's just fried chicken, right? Can't go wrong with fried chicken. Well, you can, but hopefully not. You can hitchhike in California legally, so I haven't been cited because what I'm doing is legal. Next move for tonight is I'm gonna go to Popeyes, get some food. I'll bring you guys with me. We'll kind of recap this ride and this day. I have to figure out where I'm gonna crash for the night. I'm not gonna bring you guys where I'm gonna crash for the night. I'm most likely gonna be in my tent, so I don't bring you guys where I'm gonna be sleeping because I would prefer that knowledge to be private. I'm a pretty open guy. I tell you guys pretty much everything, but I don't show people where I sleep. That's kind of the one thing I do, or one thing I don't show. So, just for anyone new, that's kind of how that works. Wash your hands first, please. That's probably a good idea. I agree. That's a good rule. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to pick up my bag. We're gonna walk to Popeyes, which is just 30 meters that way, and grab a bite, recap, and then while we're recapping, I'm going to be kind of looking at maps and stuff like that, figuring out possible places where I could camp. They kind of showed me some places it would work. It's just, well, people are going to know you're there, and you're around like you're in pretty much a truck yard where people are, long haul truckers are overnighting. So, I'm from Vancouver Island, Canada, West Coast.
No, you put your eye out. I barely keep both mine.
What do we got? Actually, soliciting ride. If I was on the interstate, yes, it would be. If I'm on the roadway, as in the directly in the lane of traffic, yes, it would be. But the lane of traffic is defined as like the actual lane that you're driving. You can stand on the shoulder, you can stand on the like the bank next to the road. Anything but directly in the lane of traffic is fine, unless you're on the interstate or a national park. Anyone recommend what to get at Popeyes? I've never eaten at Popeyes. Hey.
Is it for here to go?
I'll grab it for here. I'm just gonna need 1 minute if I could.
Yeah, that's
yeah. General consensus, chicken, 5-piece tender box.
Yeah.
They're pricey though, man. Oh well. I'm here. I'm getting Popeyes, so biscuits are amazing. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm just gonna spend like $10 on fucking Popeyes. It's not ideal. This is usually not how I eat, but still got bread and a Snickers. I got a Snickers bar right here. Emergency Snickers. Yeah, just tell them food. Hey. Can I grab 5-piece tenders? What's the difference between a platter and a combo?
A combo comes with one side and a small drink, and then the platter is a medium drink. It's just eggs.
Okay. Just get the combo.
Okay, is it for here to go?
For here, please.
Is this spicy or mild?
How spicy is your spicy? I know that's subjective, but
Yeah. Well, it's not that spicy.
okay, then I'll go spicy.
Okay. You wanted the 5-piece tender, right?
5-piece, yeah.
How many pieces though? Pieces.
And your side?
What's it? Check.
Those over.
There, okay.
Okay, you wanted the back too? Okay, we're
Our biscuit, do they count? Biscuits?
Yeah, you can get another biscuit.
Okay. Oh, already comes with a
Yeah,
biscuit?
it comes with one.
Okay. Sorry.
It's alright. It's your turn.
I've never been to Popeyes before. So. Let's try Cajun fries.
Fries?
Yeah, Cajun fries. Yeah.
And for your sauce, the sauces are right here.
Okay. Again, subjective. Do you have a favorite sauce? I
Ranch.
ranch. Okay. Well, there's different kinds of ranch.
The blackened ranch.
Blackened
Just
ranch?
regular
Okay.
Buttermilk ranch.
Okay. I'll try the blackened ranch. Sure. That's everything.
Alright. Your total's 11.11.
Hot fries.
The fish and chip up. You sign that thing?
Okay, thank you. Or sign it?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Just attacking you. This is a small?
Yes.
These are big.
Yeah.
In Canada.
Those are yours.
Oh, thank you.
Hot fish and shrimp.
It's small. It's pretty big. They really do have great chicken? Well, you know, they better. I'm trusting you guys on this. Ooh, look at that. I got an outlet. Ain't that fancy. I'll probably plug in for a bit. Oh. What happened? Did something happen? Oh. Sleeping bag. Donated $10. You paid for my dinner. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't notice that when I was getting my food, but thank you. Lemonade. Hawaiian Punch, Dr. Pepper, Fanta, maybe some Fanta. I need Fanta. You know what, you're probably right, Turbo Teabag. I probably could have picked somewhere better. It was just the first place I saw, and I'm hungry. So for $10, I can get a decent actual meal, I guess you'd call it. So.
197.
Is that me? Okay.
186.
Thank you. All right, we have food. We can do our recap now. So what do you guys think of what, River and Joseph? Is that it? Wash your chicken fingers? Shit, you guys are right. You guys are very right. I should do that. You guys are very right. I'm bringing this with me because I don't really want to leave this around, but double soaping this guy. We're double soaping. Alright, we're good. I felt like that was a double soap kind of moment. Alright, we're back. I seem to have a few screws loose. That's probably true. I forgot to grab a straw. 1 second. 1 second, I'll be back. We're back. Alright. Sorry. They were kind enough to give you a ride and friendly. Had a few screws loose. I would agree, but I could tell pretty quickly that they had no bad intentions. So I don't know if you could tell, but they were telling me these crazy things, and I just continued, asked continuation questions, just so they delve deeper into this, because for both me and you, it's interesting to hear. So yeah, I agree. Weird guys, but I don't think they cause anyone any harm at any time. I just believe in some weird things. But there's nothing wrong with that, I think. That's some pretty good. That's pretty good chicken. Alright. Oddest ride I've seen you in so far. It's the oddest ride on this trip, guaranteed, 100%. This ranch sauce too. We'll have to I need to look back at the VODs and recap some of the stuff they said, because as they were just saying so much, my brain couldn't keep up with how much stuff they were saying. Just about so much different things. I didn't give them my card, kind of on purpose, because you guys were. I don't think they'd like it if they saw back at this VOD and saw the stuff that you guys were saying. So I just went for the picture and left it there. So hope you don't mind that. Like them? River as a boy? Yeah, I thought they were solid, man. But strange, but in a good way. You got so confused, so did I. I didn't understand what they were saying, but I just asked them continuation questions. Just, that's interesting, tell me more, that kind of thing. So. Ranch is pretty good too. Even though it's not cheap by any, you can't call this cheap at all. This is expensive. It's pretty good. Strange in a good way. What a Canadian way to put it. Here you go. I don't mind the strange people out there, the weird people. Makes them unique, and it makes for an interesting ride for both me and if I'm live streaming on this trip I am for you guys too. So I hope you enjoyed that. Actually all the rides today were great. Alex was a great guy. Drove me to Moss, whatever. Drexel with $5. Thanks, man. I can't read what it says because overlays and stuff, but How much was dinner? We already had Sleeping Bear donate dinner, so now I've made $5. I can't make money hitchhiking. That doesn't happen. But I really appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll spend $5 on something else to treat myself. Yeah, things escalated quickly. I don't remember what the conversation started on, and then all of a sudden, aliens. Where's that, like, that meme with, like, the ancient aliens dude, and he's like, aliens. Yeah, that guy. We just went full into aliens, and he's like, I've been abducted several times. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, this is my channel, Hitch Live. This is the program Hitchhiking America, where I'm hitchhiking around America, showing people what the experience of hitchhiking is like. We've been picked up 30 times on the trip now, and I've had a great time doing it. You'll see a very wide range of different types of people, from our last ride with Joseph and River, where they're nice, they're just like, they're out there, to people like Alex earlier today, our first ride of the day. Just normal guy, works as like a counselor. He actually came back, and he's part of our little community now. Yeah, Bubba picked me up. Bubba and Chat picked me up too, in Oregon. So that's kind of what we do here. We hitchhike. I show you guys what it's like. I've done it for 4 years in 25 countries. Been picked up 700 times, and I've had a great time doing it. And I want to show people what it's like. So everyone that's been watching and enjoying it and following, stuff like that, thanks for watching. Honestly, the ride you just saw is probably what you think of when you think of hitchhiking. That's not what you get most of the time, but that's something I'm still comfortable with. You just have to kind of feel it out and go with your gut. And I've hitchhiked enough where I trust my gut pretty well. So I don't have a problem riding with people like that. They meant me no harm. They mean no one no harm. They just have interesting thoughts about things. Oh, and Marcos, of course. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see Marcos just killing it on the box, like percussion box thing. So we've had some really cool rides. I try to post pictures of different people that pick me up on my Instagram below. So you can kind of see, if you don't have time to watch the stream all the time, you can see the different types of people that will pick up the hitchhiker on the side of the road. Because it's a wide range of people, from people like that. We had 2 girls pick me up 5 days ago now, and like drive me 30 miles south. We hung out, they bought me dinner, we skipped some rocks, they drove me back 30 miles north to where we started, and then let me stay in their Airbnb for the night. Like, you'll see it all. You meet all different kinds of people. My first day on this trip, I got my second ride that picked me up. We lost connection on the stream, so that wasn't live streamed. But he offered me a place to stay in their just like mobile home thing, and we went out and shot some guns on a bluff. I've never shot a gun in my life, Canadian and all. But I shot a pistol, I shot a rifle. I thought that was a hilarious way to start hitchhiking America. Welcome to America. Let's shoot some guns. I know I'm talking too much, I'm not eating. Yeah, we're at day 14 and we have 87 viewers right now. That's crazy. Thanks everyone for watching. But I'll be hitchhiking most days, so if the content you saw or just now finding today was interesting to you, I hitchhike most days. Like, I can't do it every day. I take days off. It is tiring. At the end of the day, after a full day of hitchhiking, I'm exhausted, but in a good way. Like, I walked a bunch that day. You're in and out of cars, talking to different people, introducing yourself. It's just mentally active and physically active. So, Jesus, they really cranked the lights up. Yeah, we should have affiliate stuff go through. It's been in limbo for over a week. We reached the requirements for affiliate on, I think, day 7, and now it's 14, so yeah, it's been a week. It was really awkward at first. The past ride. Yeah, I agree. They're just interesting guys. Alright, see ya, Daniel T. I would go to them. I had a great one. Do we get to see the cities you're in? Sometimes, like 2 days ago I did a San Francisco stream. I walked around San Francisco. There'll be a VOD of that above as well. We had some technical difficulties later in the day, but we had a solid start of the stream. We walked across the Golden Gate Bridge and back. Did a lot of walking. It's 4 a.m. here, so you're off. Great stream. You'll be back next stream. Awesome. Hope to see you back. Thanks, Gas. Where are you going to visit? I don't have a strict route plan. I do this for fun. If I wasn't live streaming this, I'd be hitchhiking anyway. I'd just be doing it without you guys watching. And a lot of time I don't have a destination. Like I've said on this trip, I'm going to hitchhike until I run out of money, or I no longer enjoy it, because I don't want to do anything in my life that I do not enjoy. So that's my 2 limiting factors. So we'll see. See if you can get another legit IRL stream of CJ Red and to raid and host you sometime. Viewers would love your content. Yeah, that'd be cool. Anyone that would be interested in this content, I'd love to have in this channel. I think hitchhiking is a really kind of a unique experience. It's a really interesting way of traveling. And I feel like it's quite different from what people make it out to be on a day-to-day basis. Like it's not a comfortable way of traveling, but it can be a really rewarding way of traveling. You meet a lot of people from all walks of life, and that's something I really like about it. It makes getting from point A to point B its own adventure. You're not just getting there, the process of getting there is kind of the journey, or like what I'm looking to get out of it. Started a trip in Washington in California. Went through Oregon, yep. Holy. Watsonville. Wait. Alex? From Alex. Keep up the good... Thank you. Watsonville is Alex from earlier today. He was the ride member one of the day. I really appreciate the donation, Watson. Or Watsonville, Alex. Like, $10 is like my daily cost, so you just paid for a whole day of my life. That's really cool. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I went through Oregon. Oregon was beautiful. Washington, Oregon, it rained on me every day. My first 9 days of Hitch Live, or Hitchhiking America, was a story of rain. It was wet. Also network problems. So it was wet and the stream wasn't reliable. The stream still isn't that reliable, but today it was actually okay with a few hiccups here and there. Gotta go to bed. Marley's, enjoy your meal and have a good sleep. I will, still not sure where I'm sleeping, but I'm sure I'll have a good sleep. I'll be tired once I finish up here. What other destinations ahead? Well, we're continuing to head south through California until I decide to no longer head south, and then I'll head east and through like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, probably until I run out of east, as in I hit the Atlantic seaboard, and then I'll go up north from there, I'm guessing. That's not a strict plan, that's just to me, the logical progression of destinations. This is Hitchhiking America right now, so we're sticking to America for the time being. There's a whole lot to see in this country, so I can be doing this for a little while and not run out of places to go. I'm probably falling behind on chat. I'm trying to eat, chat, do other things, so. How much money do you have saved to travel on this trip? I don't know, I have like 4 grand set aside or something like that. So finances aren't that much of a problem. I save up for my trips. And I like to keep a safety net as well. That's part of my risk management. If anything gets really bad at any point in any time, I want to have money set aside where I can bail myself out financially, buy a flight home, get yourself out of a situation by just throwing money at the problem, that kind of thing. So I have to look out for myself. So I try to have the money. Like sometimes problems can just be solved with money. So Popeyes looks fire. It is pretty fire. I've never had Popeyes in my life. They don't have them in Canada. At least I don't think they do. I haven't seen any. Fast Forward X. Anyone stopped to pick you up and you didn't get in because you thought it would be unsafe? Yes. And actually on day one of Hitchhiking America, potentially ride 2, we had that exact scenario. So truck pulls over, I open the door. One of my rules is I talk to drivers before I get into their car. So I open the door, so I say, hey, how's your day going? And he just looks at me and is like, do you want to ride or not? Based off of that, like, I can tell he's not going to be a friendly guy. I don't even know why he pulled over. So we said a few things, but at the end of it, I said something along the lines of, based off how this interaction has gone, I'm going to wait for another ride. Thanks for stopping. Shut the door. He glared at me and drove off. That's one of the rules, and that's why the rule's there. You can usually tell instantly if someone is someone you wouldn't want to be in the vehicle with when you just ask them a very basic question, like, hey, how's your day going? Whereabouts you headed to? Just ask a couple questions before you get in the car, and you can usually tell pretty quickly what the type of person they're like. You gotta trust your gut, but that's what I'd recommend. Were you trying to hold back your laughter? Yes, I was. You probably noticed at times. I just tried to when I turned back to talk to Joseph or something like that, because I didn't want to be staring at him smiling all weirdly while he's telling me the stuff that he's very serious about. I live in Oregon, and yeah, it rains. Yeah, I'm from Vancouver Island. It rains a lot there too. I better be used to rain. It was just annoying because of the electronics and stuff like that too. Electronics and rain don't work very well. Was stifling some serious laughter at some of my tears. I think I remember seeing some of the stuff you read, and I was like, yeah. I really like having a chat here, for both when I'm in the vehicle, but also there's a lot of downtime with hitchhiking, whether I'm walking to find a hitchhiking spot, walking out of town, or I'm actually standing there hitchhiking. It's nice to have you guys here to kind of have someone to talk to, answer questions. Because as far as hitchhiking and just low-cost travel in general, I do have a decent amount of information stored in there, kind of. So I'm a pretty open book as far as that goes. Do you take rides from followers? I haven't had any follower rides yet. I figured it would happen at some point, but it hasn't happened yet. I'm not opposed to it. I have a Popeyes in London, Ontario. Okay. Well, we have Popeyes in Canada, but I've never been. Hey, Shammy. Shamay. I still don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce your name, but you're a regular. Gotta make it to Ohio and try some Skyline. I don't know what that means, but Ohio sounds nice. Go watch the VOD for 2.5 hours. Yeah, we just had a really interesting ride, so you might want to check that out. We heard about all the conspiracy theories and chakras stuff and chemtrails, vampires, lots of things. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD too. Everyone has to watch the VOD because I don't even know what fucking happened. So. Is your camera set up? This is just an old phone. This is an LG G4. It's from 2015, so it's several generations old. I have a wide-angle lens right here, and a shotgun microphone with a dead cat on it, which helps suppress the wind noise a little bit. Also, it's directional, so in theory it shouldn't pick up that much sound from behind. It should be more pointed at me. So when I'm hitchhiking and there's cars driving by and there's that loud road noise, the thought is it's pointing more at me, so it'll get more stuff that I'm saying to the camera rather than road noise from behind. Skyline chili. I love chili, so Cincinnati style chili is. I don't know these different types of chili, but I like chili, so something I would be interested in trying. That photo he showed you sucked? Yeah, it didn't make me think that he'd seen like some crazy extraterrestrial being or something like that. Sancho, you'll love it or you'll hate me for making you try it. I won't hate you for making me try it. I really like trying new things, so even if I hate it, I'll still be happy that I tried it. So I have to try it. I might hate it, it's a possibility, but I'll still be happy I tried it. If I haven't been able to watch for a few days, what's the best thing that's happened to you in the past few days? Marcos, the percussionist from Barrio Manouche, it's a band that they're in, invited me to play, or not to play, I can't play, invited me to watch their band play in Sausalito, just north of San Francisco, watch them, and then the lead guitarist, Javi, invited me to stay at his place in San Francisco, so I stayed at their place. And then they invited me to see their concert in San Francisco, that was last night. So I saw their concert last night, and then I slept at Javi's place again, and then, oh, that was 2 nights ago. And then yesterday, yeah, we continued on. So that whole experience with Marcos picking me up and seeing the band, staying with Javi, that's probably the best thing that's happened in the past few days. There'll be VODs of that above as well. So we've had some pretty good times the past few days. Hitchhiking becomes more difficult as you get into more cities, like bigger, more developed areas. You can't just stand on any kind of random road and throw your thumb out. You kind of have to plan it a bit more. But all things considered, it's gone great so far. I knew as I get further into California, it becomes more densely populated, which makes hitchhiking more difficult, or just more, yeah, it is more difficult, so, yeah. It's gonna take a lot to outdo Marcos and Javi. Yeah, it definitely will. You don't have to wake up in the morning, so lucky you live in the dream hitch. I wake up with the sun, so I wake up at 6 a.m. when I'm sleeping in my tent. So I don't get that much beauty sleep. Sun's already set and it's getting dark. Like, this is usually around my bedtime. I'm just kind of recapping the day because it was an interesting day, and we have quite a few viewers watching or checking out the channel right now. So I'm just kind of filling you in on how the day went, my feelings about different things, how things have gone, where we're going in the future, that kind of stuff. Because there'll be lots of hitchhiking to come, and I've had a great time these past 30 rides in 14 days. We've done pretty well. Plug in. Actually, yeah, if I'm only here, yeah, no, this probably makes sense. I'm gonna finish this piece of chicken, then I'll plug in my phone. Do you ever use hammocks instead of tents? No, I've never used a hammock. Don't have anything against them. Just sometimes I'm not gonna, when I just walk into some bushes somewhere, there's not always 2 sturdy-ish trees that I can, you know, tie off to, so tents just, to me, easier to find a place when you have a variety of places where you're gonna be sleeping. Gonna sleep on the streets tonight? No, usually I try to find some place tucked away in some woods or bushes or something like that, where in theory no one would find me. I only set up my tent after night, like once it gets actually dark, and then I take it down at very first light in the morning, ideally before everyone's out and about. So hopefully, the thought, and I've done this for 4 years, and I've had people stumble upon my tent, but when someone's stumbling through some weird area and they walk upon a tent in the woods, what they do is they turn around and walk the other direction. It's kind of a scary thing, eh? When you're walking through the woods and you see some dude camped in a tent, what are you gonna do? You don't know who's in that tent, what they're doing, what their story is, if they're crazy. You leave them alone. Do I have a girl? No. I've tried hitchhiking and doing my traveling stuff while in a relationship, and I've come to the conclusion it doesn't work. So don't do it. My traveling has ended several relationships. They didn't ask for my Twitch username, they have no idea how to find me. But most people I give my business card. I have Oh yeah, I'm plugging in too. I didn't do it that time. I didn't think they'd like the VOD if they actually checked out. If they actually saw the... if they checked out my channel and saw the VOD of the ride, they'd be able to see you guys chatting in the background. And I don't know if they would have liked that much. So I didn't give them the VOD for that particular reason. Is that the Wicked Chicken box? I don't know, it's like the 5-piece tenders combo, which is good. It looked kind of like the Joseph guy was trying to like read some of the chat sometimes, and that was the only thing that was like making me a little unsure, is when he's telling me all this stuff and you guys are reacting, finding it very funny, which makes sense from our point of view. I thought he might get offended, so I was really hoping that wouldn't happen. If you come through North Carolina, you got me. Appreciate that. I still haven't met any of my viewers yet. I would like to. Being a hitchhiker, I meet strangers all day, so I have no problems with meeting random people from the internet, just like I have no problem getting in cars with random strangers off the street. So as I go along, if any kind of the regular viewers are in my path, I have no problem taking a little detour and saying hi. I like meeting people. I'm gonna grab my charging cord and just plug it into there, so that's what I'm doing in my bag. Tucson, Arizona. Yeah, I might be. I'm going through Arizona. I just don't know my route through Arizona, and I'm probably not going to know my route until I'm actually like get picked up by someone. They're like, "Oh, I'm heading this way. You want to tag along?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Yeah, when I went live this morning, yeah, there was, well, people slowly trickled in. It was 0 people, then it was 2 people. Things have escalated since then, as you can probably see. Thank you all for watching. It was a very interesting day. And sorry I'm not, usually I read out all the followers, but at the rate things are going right now, I'd just be reading out followers and stuff. What was that? Sleeping Bear, you're heading out, find some food. Thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, thank you. And thanks for the donation as well. Hope you have a good night. Do you watch NBA? No, I do not. Alright, so up to date with YouTube. Well, yeah, of course. When I come to Toronto next, or Tobermory, Ontario, I just say Toronto because it's easier. It's in the general vicinity, I think. We're going out for beers, and I owe you a lot, so be prepared to drink thoroughly. Do you have a safe word or signal for your mods? With drivers, what are they gonna do? I don't have a safe word. What's your final destination gonna be? My final destination is gonna be either me running out of money and having to buy a flight or hitchhike home, or me no longer enjoying it and then deciding not to do it. If I hitchhike around America for a few months and I'm like, that was great, let's keep it going. Why can't it be hitchhiking Europe? Switch things up. There's potential for things to change up and do different things. I hitchhiked all around Europe in 2015, had a great time. I think it would be cool content for to stream as well. We're starting with America, but there's a lot of world to see. As long as they've got a decently high-speed cellular network, we can do stuff with that. Ricerman sent you Turbo Teabag? Yeah, he sent a lot of people here, so actually Ricerman has helped a ton with getting my channel noticed at all. So I don't think he's here right now, but thank you, Ricerman. Did you talk anymore last night to the guy who did? Not anymore last night. By the time I got home and into the room, everyone was already zonked out. I talked to him a bit this morning. He was actually playing the piano, and he was playing it really well. So I complimented on his piano skills, because I do find people with musical talents or skill, like a learned skill, very impressive. Music's beautiful, so if you can play it well, like, I find it impressive. If you're near Dayton, Ohio, my treat's Skyline. Sounds good, my man. You're gonna have to remind me, because I've had a few offers for like little places dotted around the states where they're like, if you pass through here, like, let's do this. And I'm like, yes, 100%. But I have the memory of like a goldfish, so so I'm gonna forget the exact offer. But if you refresh my memory as I get closer to different places, for sure, I'd be down for that. I wonder how late this place is open. It's only 8 something. It should be open late-ish. I had a clip on live stream fails on Reddit. That's how you found my stream. What type of clip got clipped on there? I'm curious. I made it to live stream fails. That's interesting. Was it live stream fails doesn't only have fails, it has other things, right? Was it a fail or was it something else? Curious what got put on the live stream fails. Ever been to Wisconsin? No, I haven't. Should I? Oh, come on, oh yeah, we got Wisco Mike in here. He's from Wisconsin. Yeah, and he said that I should come to Wisconsin, so I should come to Wisconsin. Okay, yeah, we did talk about that. We were talking about that in Crescent City, I think. We were talking about the multi-day hike in Tobermory. Okay. Peterborough, okay. I don't know Ontario very well. Don't you get lonely? I travel by meeting people. Hitchhiking is a very social way of traveling. Yes, these are short-term connections. I'm in and out of vehicles. Like the max they are is like 3 days, kind of long, these connections you have with people. But it's a very social way of traveling. Also, I have a lot of my drivers coming back into chat and kind of becoming part of the community, which I think is really cool because I get to stay in contact with them through here. And I give all my drivers like my card, which has my email and stuff like that. So even though I'm only meeting people for short amounts of time at a time, a lot of them are coming back and kind of reconnecting with me through this form of communication, which I think is really cool. I plugged the phone in, so I'm not drawing off my battery, I'm drawing off the wall right now. Hitchhiking across Guam, one ride. Let's do it. I blew right past your digs today. Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I would like to meet some of my viewers, so I think it'll be fun. So yeah, going forward, I'm sorry I blew past your area. Won't be backtracking right now, but I might be back in California. Like, California is the place to be, apparently, so. These are good biscuits. Or at least, like, salty kind of something. It's good. Hitchhike across Darion's Gap. Unfortunately, I don't think I'd get any connection out there. I don't think we'd be able to run a live stream. But yes, that would be an interesting thing. People have told me, like, oh, you should hitchhike from Alaska all the way down to like southern Chile. I'm like, yeah, that'd be cool. But there's, yeah, like a 200-kilometer gap there between Panama and Colombia, where there's no developed really road, and it's kind of controlled by people growing cocaine. Probably not the best for hitchhiking. So I think if I was going to do that, I'd have to get to southern Panama and hitch a ride on a boat to Colombia or something like that. Good night, Killslot. Thanks for the kind words. I'll be as safe as I can. I try. Here, Canadians treat Mexicans with respect and provide jobs for people on work visas, temporary that is, by the book. Yeah, as far as I know, the people that do get temporary work visas in Canada do get treated quite well. I think it's difficult to get one. not like they don't allow that many people to get them. So if you get lucky and you get the temporary work visa, then I think you get treated quite well. I could be wrong. I'm not an expert on that at all. You should get license plates for in your car. Yeah, maybe I'll start showing you guys the license plates. Although that's kind of like doxing the driver, because you can do license plate lookups, and that is kind of like, I've heard recommendations that people kind of do that. When I first started hitchhiking, I kind of did that, but I don't think so. I talk to my drivers before I get in, and I kind of just trust my gut on that. Also, you guys keep me safe as well, because before I get in, I ask permission if I can live stream this, if they're okay with a video and audio being recorded in the car. And if someone had any bad intentions, they wouldn't want you guys around. So I've lost 3 rides on this trip so far because of this, which I thought 3 is like nothing. In 30 rides, I was thinking 25% of the rides I'd lose. So we've only lost 3 rides out of 30 because of it being recorded. But I always ask for permission. But I think you guys keep me safer. I don't think hitchhiking is that dangerous, but I think you guys keep me even safer. Found you through the live stream fail post to the Is that what the live stream fail post is about? The vampire? With the one fang and the thing to... Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to check that out. Oh, okay. Actually, I don't know if someone in the chat can claim ownership of that, but I heard someone say, ask them about vampires. So I tried to tie back into that without just being like, what do you think about vampires? I tried to bring up like, what kind of like mythical beings and beasts do you guys like know of, and like, what is it about that? But yeah, we talked about vampires. Hills of Eyes looking dudes. Talking about glowing vampires or some shit, yeah. No, that was a fun stream. Or a fun ride for me. I don't mind meeting like weird people. You meet weird people wherever you go, like occasionally. That's been the weirdest or strangest ride on the trip so far, ride number 30. But I thought it was I had a fun time. I don't know if you noticed it for people that were watching, but I was just asking leading questions. So they were talking about some crazy stuff about some Illuminati or something like that, and I'd just be like, wow, that's interesting, tell me more, that kind of stuff. I found it fun. Yes, this chicken is very good, actually. I've never had Popeyes before. You guys remind me of that Chainsaw Massacre scene? Yeah, I screened them before I got in. When they first pulled over, with like the van with like the spray painted windows and shit, I'm like, ooh, ooh. But once we said a few sentences, like I could tell they were like obscure people, but my gut told me that they were fine. They didn't mean anyone any harm. They're just, I don't know, interesting people. Sorry, I'm getting backlogged in chat. I'm not used to this many people chatting, to be honest. This is day 14 of me ever live streaming in my life, so. Yes, it'll be a big reason you'll be safe. Yeah, I think you guys helped me out a lot. Yeah, these are good biscuits. Trying to catch up. You work psych emergency for 17 years. Those guys are your everyday life. They seem stable enough for, wait, was that? Yeah. They were weird. Like, they were weird. But they meant me no harm, so. Having said that, it's like, because I asked if, yeah, we were talking about the vampire stuff, and I brought up something about, like, have you ever, like, done that, like, you know, taken someone's energy through that means, as in, like, drinking someone's blood? And he's like, yeah, a couple times. I'm like, shit. What have I done? I said, like, bit someone's arm, and, like, they didn't give permission. I'm like, as long as you don't bite me, man, we're good. No, he bit someone's arm one time. Probably sheep's blood too, because it's, what do you say, it's the closest consistency to human's blood. And he had a fancy necklace with like teeth and like bullets here and like teeth and different things there. Yeah, I plugged in my phone, so my battery is no longer drawing power. I'm getting power from the wall. But thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I was having a good time, and maybe I think at times I might have pushed them a little bit too far, but they never snapped on me too much. Text to speech for donations. Because when I get picked up, you probably noticed in the car, when you guys are talking, my focus is still on the people that picked me up, the driver or anyone else in the vehicle. My conversation with them is what I focus on. I'm not going to be like all the time just talking to you guys. They're my focus. They picked up some random stranger on the side of the road. I'm going to pay attention to them only when there's an opportunity to see what you guys are doing. And then still, I don't want to just like read off chat all the time. And that also opens the door for really trolly things, and I don't want to insult the drivers because they're someone doing something other than like it's a very generous thing they're doing. They see a stranger on the side of the road. They're not going to get anything out of this, but they help you out. They take you in the direction you're trying to get to. So I don't want to insult them, and for sure there'd be some trollish kind of text-to-speech donations or something like that. That would happen. So, not when I'm in a car. I don't mind text-to-speech when I'm just like walking down the street or something like that, but we'd have to be able to turn that on and off quite easily. Good communicator saw my taxi cab confessions. You draw the people in. Thank you. I've never been much of a public speaker, one to like, I don't know. I've been a quiet person for most of my life, so it's nice to hear that. You think I'm a good communicator. It's probably bad idea. Trolls will be a real hazard in regards to his rides. Yeah, I can't integrate text-to-speech and people picking me up hitchhiking. That just cannot happen. Yeah. I know. We're putting your tent tonight. I still have to figure that out. Just a lot happened today, so we're doing a recap. I keep getting distracted because I'm trying to keep up with chat. Usually my chat's pretty for my. Usually I'd only have like 7 to 20 people viewing, and for that many people, I think I have a pretty active chat. But with almost 90 people, it's hard for. I'm still getting used to being able to keep up with you guys, so I'll get there. He's got time to burn anyways, still early. Albeit usually I scout out a place to set up my my tent. Just eat. See, but then it'd just be a live stream of me eating. But there's lots to talk about. I can find a place to stay. Usually, I scout out a place to camp before it's truly dark, and I set it down once it's actually dark. It's already fully dark, so we're already kind of behind schedule. Like, this is around the time when I'd be like going to bed. I don't hitchhike at night. Once the sun goes down, that's my time for sleeping. And then I wake up at 6 in the morning when the sun comes up, or when it first gets light. So. Do you watch any streamers? Since I used to play a lot of Xbox when I was in high school. Once I finished high school and moved off to college, I never plugged in my Xbox again. I don't know why, it just stopped. But I still found it relaxing to watch people play video games. So since 2012, when I went to college and stuff like that, I would occasionally have phases of checking out Twitch TV. So throughout the years, I've watched lots of different games and stuff like that. There's no like particular streamers where I was super consistent with throughout the years. I would just kind of pick a game that I found relaxing or entertaining and watch that. Like, I used to watch StarCraft 2 streams a long time ago. It seemed to have dropped off the map a little bit lately. Hearthstone puts me to sleep like no other. Same with League, puts me to sleep. World of Tanks puts me to sleep. RuneScape puts me to sleep. Like, yeah, I don't play games anymore, but I enjoy watching people play games. I find it really relaxing. I've liked watching people play video games my whole life. Snorstone. And now since I've kind of quit playing games, I still enjoy watching people. If you're an awesome guy and you're Canadian, that makes you exotic. People are given a hell of an experience with this platform. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is an interesting experience to anyone that hasn't hitchhiked or anything like that. You get a little glimpse into what the life is like. I've been doing this a long time. I'm calling 4 years a long time. I think it's a long time for straight hitchhiking. But yeah, I hope you guys get a cool experience out of it. Because like everyone in my kind of family and friend group like knew that I was out just hitchhiking around these weird places. But I don't think they ever got to see what that was like. I'd tell them some stuff, I'd tell them the occasional story and stuff, but you don't really get the feel for it. I feel like you guys get the feel for what I'm doing. So thank you for hanging around and checking it out. Do you plan to compile this whole endeavor in a docu-blog when it's all done? That sounds like a good idea. I haven't made any plans to do that yet, but that sounds like a good idea. And for some reason he subbed to me. Yeah, well, Impact, again, this stream would not, pretty much, it would exist, it just wouldn't be where we're at right now without you. So, of course I'm going to subscribe to you. You've helped me out a ton, from like day 4 or whatever. He's set up like all my Discord stuff, all the info, like the bars of, so it looks a little prettier and stuff like that. Everything on the back end, everything about the channel that isn't actually directly me live streaming is pretty much set up by Impact Velocity, so he deserves all our thanks. Where I see myself in 10 years, I have no fucking clue. None at all. ASMR puts you to sleep. I've never watched any ASMR stuff. Yeah, maybe I'll get a stereo directional mic and I'll whisper on both sides. Yeah, like I won't be hitchhiking in 10 years, that's for sure. And I agree, it's a good question. I just haven't planned out that far. For those that have watched this channel for a while, I don't really make strict plans, I just do stuff. People are like, where are you going? I'm like, south for now, and then at some point I guess I'll go east, and then at some point I guess I'll go north. Like, I don't make plans, I just go. I like not having a plan. It makes things interesting. Keeps you on your toes, turns each day into a bit of an adventure. I have no idea where I'm going to end up. I didn't know I was going to be in Santa Maria today. I had no fucking clue. I was in Santa Cruz. Don't deliver on that subscription. You get no emote. Damn it, man. Hitchhiked in the late 70s and the spirit's in itself for sure. It's interesting to see you do the same in present day America. Yeah, I don't think humans have changed that much. Like, humans are still humans. Yes, there's some cultural differences and stuff like that, but for whatever reason, hitchhiking went out of fashion like long ago now. And I still think it's a very valid way of traveling around, a very like adventurous, free way of traveling around. I don't think it deserves the bad reputation it has. Most of the people I see hitchhiking are hitchhiking because they need to hitchhike. You rarely see people that are hitchhiking because they want to. And I think it's, if you're a patient person, if you like meeting kind of new people, if you like the unknown kind of factor of it, I think you might enjoy hitchhiking, and I think it's a rewarding way of traveling. You make it across the country, you have enough content to write a book. Dude, I've hitchhiked across 25 countries. I hope by now I have enough content in my brain to write a book, but I've never been a writer at all. I've been picked up 700 times. You meet a lot of interesting people in that many rides.
simmered red beans and rice is world famous for flavor. My handcrafted all white meat tenders marinated in
Restaurant streams the Chippy restaurant he owns and runs. Go check it out if you're yeah. I'd like to check it out. I did check out his stream and he says he doesn't show people where it is. So I couldn't like IRL stream myself going to his restaurant. Well, I could like if I was already in it and like didn't give off the location. And I think that'd be really cool. He's helped this channel grow a lot. Like he kind of boosted me up in viewers significantly. Like he's hosted me several times and helped me grow a ton. So a significant part of my growth is due to Ricerman and his hosts. So how's the Popeyes chicken? Really good. Never had Popeyes. It's good. I carry a knife. I use it for cutting cardboard. It's a utility knife. The Popeyes chicken closed at 11. Okay, we got lots of time. Cool. Thanks for checking that out. No, I wasn't sure if like the inside closes earlier or anything like that. But yeah. All right. So you know what? During this whole recap, we haven't talked about Hector, the second rider there. What an awesome dude. He's had a rough life. He's had a rough go at things. Man, his like mentality, as far as like helping people, and just his outlook on everything, was really refreshing. He was just a really nice guy. Again, that'll be in VOD. But Hector's a really nice guy. Yeah, good guy. Like, I carry a knife with me because when you're like living outside and like doing stuff outside, you should have a knife on you. Hector was low-key such a deep man with such a beautiful vibe. I agree. He said some really deep things, but everything was just like, he talked about his dark past and stuff like that, but it all tied back to how he's changed his life and where he's at now and his mentality now. Just an awesome dude. In Africa, and there were blue buses that was the only way to get far, and people would always get killed over seats because that was the only way to get to the border, pretty much. It's pretty different than here. That doesn't sound like a fun time. He was a certified beauty, some would say. A beauty, maybe even a legend. Yeah, Hector was a really cool guy. Just got back done looking back at some of your road trips today. I don't know if I would have gotten that van or not. Yeah, that was the weirdest ride of the trip so far. So that was again, I just have to trust my gut. When they pulled over in that van, I wasn't sure about it. My spidey senses were tingling. I was like, might have to turn this guy down. But I talked to him. I got a decent vibe from the way he talked to me and just about my general questions, and I decided that I was comfortable with how they presented themselves to me. So my gut told me that they were okay. They were just interesting, and it turns out being that was pretty correct. They're interesting, but yeah. Right, I'm in Popeyes. No, I'm in Santa Maria, California. Kind of stuffed eyes them. We're talking about the guys in the van. We were talking like conspiracy theories, weird religious things. Dude in the back, Joseph, was like saying how he's been abducted several times by aliens. Also, the guy in the front said he's been like abducted and aliens fixed his knee pain. Interesting is a nice way to put it, yeah. What happens when the money runs out, move back home with the parents? I would give up on the trip while I still have a bit of a safety net, and then I'd fly or hitchhike or get back home, pick a city, establish myself there, get a cheap room in a house, get a job, make more money. That's what I would do. I've lived in several different places the past few years, just kind of doing my thing. Did they smell? Well, one of them had just had a shower, like near where they picked me up, I think. The driver hadn't, but he didn't smell that bad. He was fine. That Popeyes looks so good. It is very good. I spoiled myself. It's not cheap either. I've been eating this so goddamn slow though. With the anal probe, we never brought up anal probing. Joseph was saying that like aliens like educated him on stuff, but also it was like scary for him. They brought up some stuff from his past or like some information about something. I don't know. So he said it was both an enlightening and terrifying experience. So what you're telling me is they took some good acid, and I think that's probably a significant portion of this. I think when River was talking, he mentioned like a couple times that it was like some kind of drug-fueled, acid-fueled, LSD-fueled kind of scenario. So I feel like they're just getting abducted in their own heads, and then they create this story. But who knows? Maybe they've just as been abducted several times. You get free refill. Like this is this is significant, you know? I'll probably barely even finish this. Before you got in to feel comfortable, was it more than just where they're going? Were you asking like what made me feel comfortable? I don't know, it was just gut instinct based on how they respond to my questions. I asked like just, hey, how's your day going? Whereabouts you headed to? That kind of like just a general question, and I get a good enough response from that makes me comfortable or not comfortable with how they responded. So yeah, I just made a judgment call based off of a few sentences said back and forth. Have you considered living in a van? I like hitchhiking, that's why I'm doing this. So I haven't really considered living in a van because I enjoy hitchhiking. The unknown nature of it, the social aspect of it, the meeting different people all the time. Like I'm doing it because I like it. Maybe that sounds weird, but I enjoy hitchhiking. If I wasn't doing this live stream, I would still be hitchhiking. I'd just be doing it slightly differently because I wouldn't have a camera with me. So I like hitchhiking. If you make it to Ohio, just wait for the stuff I will talk about. You got some cool stories. River speaks from the soul. River, you know, he said some crazy stuff, but he said some deep things too. American spell equals extra large in Europe. I agree. This is at least a medium in Canada. It's probably a large in some places. The biscuits are really good. They're like a weird kind of salty, yeah, they're good. How much gear have you got? This is my heaviest bag of the trip, or of any trip I've taken. This is my stuff. There's an antenna on top of there, help boost my signal. I think my base weight's 60-ish pounds, which is not light. Usually I'm carrying a lot less weight than that. I don't have very much ultralight gear. I do work in the outdoor industry, so I have okay gear. I got pro deals and stuff like that that gave me access to cheaper gear. Some of the gear's okay. Like I got this backpack for free from Osprey. My tent is a Marmot Tungsten 1P. I love that tent. It's a nice neutral green color. For my purposes, that's beautiful. It's hard to find a neutral colored tent. most tents are fluorescent for obvious reasons. You either want to find your tent, or if something goes wrong, you want people to be able to find your tent. So I get why companies don't make neutral green colored tents, but for my purposes, it's nice to have. Was it you that told me to get the biscuits and they were good? Yeah. Well, this combo came with a biscuit, and I asked for a biscuit, and they're like, yeah, we can give you 2. I'm like, oh, it already comes with a biscuit. So I would have tried it without that, but I asked about biscuits because of you. You worked for the U.S. government for 10 years. You bet you have a few things to talk about? Yeah, I bet you do. I'm always into some crazy stories. You have the crazy stories about Africa and things people will tell you. That's interesting. I want to check out Africa a bit more. I've been to Johannesburg. I was pretty much there on a layover though. It doesn't even count. I can't even say I've been to Africa. When people are like, where have you been? I don't mention Africa because I had the layover in Johannesburg. So. Osprey makes some of the best packs for hiking, don't they? They make some really good stuff. Mine's an Aether 60. I really like a lot of features on it. A lot of really convenient things. It's not the lightest bag in the world. It's not. There's a lot of lighter bags. It really depends what you're looking to get out of it. But yeah, it's an awesome bag. My one thing I hate about it is it doesn't stand up well. So when I place my bag down and I'm trying to hitchhike, it's just like, no, I'm gonna fall down, or I'm gonna fall this way. It's pretty annoying. Where do you spend your nights? In my tent. In the woods, in the bushes, wherever. Albeit last night I spent the night in a hostel in Santa Cruz. You go bike packing, and it's my favorite way to travel. You don't rely on any cars or pickups. You're cycling around and camping whenever you feel like. And I think I would enjoy that quite a bit too. I've always kind of, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like really appreciated, or like thought it was really cool, the process of like bike packing, like long distance bike touring. The point of getting from A to B under your own person power, your own 2 legs, are driving you to a destination far away, and again, like the same freedom. You can go where you want to, you can stop where you want to, you can do whatever you want to. I do really like the social, the waiting for rides and meeting these people aspect of hitchhiking. I think I will do some bike touring at some point in my life. Right now, I really do like my hitchhiking. Neutral color tents are best for camping wild. You have a Bengal Banshee, light and shallow, so easy to hide. Yeah. Yeah. My tent isn't actually that shallow, which is both a pro and a con. It's nice because I can like sit up on my, like, if I'm on my butt, I can like sit up fully and do stuff in the tent if I need to. But yeah, the downside is if you're just camping in some like small brush or something like that, you could be popping out. When I first started hitchhiking, I just used a bivy bag. I used the old military surplus Gore-Tex bivy bag, which was like Woodlands camo. That's about as discreet as you can get. You could like climb to that thing and jump in some bushes and call it a night. Should go hang out with Ice. Not on Twitch, they'd ban me, wouldn't they? Notice that Canadians love to travel, even more so than Americans. I don't think, but no one matches the traveling instincts of Australians, I don't think. I think Australians are the most, no matter where you go in the world, Australians are there, except for Moscow. When I was in Moscow, I stayed at a hostel, or 2 hostels, yeah, in 3 nights, and there was no Australians. There's none of your like regular traveling like countries. There's no other Canadians. There was no Americans. There was no Germans. There was nothing. Or there wasn't nothing. There was like people from. There's quite a few people from Brazil. Apparently, Brazil and Russia have an agreement that they can get into each other's countries visa-free. How a lot of visa kind of issues, at least from what I've heard and what I've seen, is like one country will be like, we'll let your country, or people from your country into our country visa-free, and the other country's like, oh, that's cool, we'll do the same to you. It's kind of like, if you do this, we'll do the same. And if you impose restrictive kind of things about immigration or like tourism, then the country will do the same back to you. But yeah, Canadians love traveling. Where do you hitchhike from? This trip, like this live stream trip, started in Port Angeles, Washington, so northern Washington state. I took a ferry from Victoria, British Columbia, which is on Vancouver Island, to Port Angeles, and that was day one of the stream. Hitchhiking America day one was Port Angeles, and we've been working our way south, and we're at ride 30 now, and we've come pretty far. It's because Canada's terrible, so they love to travel elsewhere. Pretty much. No one wants to go to Canada, right? How do you shower? Do you usually end up paying for it? The longest I've gone on this trip without showering is like 4, maybe 5 days. I shower when people give me an opportunity to shower. People invite me in. 2 nights on this trip, I've stayed in a motel for different reasons, and then last night I stayed at a hostel, so I got a shower last night. So 3 nights out of 14 I've stayed in paid accommodation, which is a lot more than I usually do. Usually I avoid paying for accommodation at like all costs. But on this trip I've been, for a few different reasons. There's been a few nights where I'm like, fuck, just bite the bullet and pay for a place. Just cheap motels, I think they're like $50 a night. I try to brush my teeth every night and every morning though. I try to keep my dental hygiene good even when I'm out in the bush. You're a hiking gear fanatic. Yeah, you got some good stuff. You just pay full retail for it, my man. You spend a small fortune on it. Before I did this, I had to do some IRL. I did like what you call market research. I had to look at what other people were doing in the IRL world, and you know, so I've seen the different types of people that have done their live streams. Maybe because Russia hates Westerners. Maybe if you're saying Russia as in like the government of Russia, maybe that's correct, maybe it's not, I don't know. But I can tell you from hitchhiking from the Latvian-Russian border to Vladivostok on the East Coast, Russians don't hate Canadians, and I don't think they don't hate Americans either. They ask me if I'm American because I don't know, Canadians and Americans look pretty similar and we sound pretty similar. But you know, I'd be like, yes, Kanadsky. They'd be like, oh, Kanadsky. And I'm like, yeah, do I have to stop in Vladivostok? They're like, Vladivostok. Russians were very nice. Russia is really easy for hitchhiking. Actually, hitchhiking is pretty common in Russia. You get picked up pretty quickly once you get, you know, outside of like Moscow. Things are really spread out, so you get long rides. Hitchhiking is pretty easy. My instinct to stay away from him to not get banned is good. That's good. Four or five, yeah, that was only once. That was my longest gap, and that was when Marcos picked me up and brought me to like the concert thing, and I'm like, you know, it's been like 4 days or something like that, but I think I still smell okay. And then when I was in the restaurant watching their concert and stuff like that, I think I mentioned on stream, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not that good anymore. I think I might be able to pick up what I'm putting down. But then I got an offer from the lead guitarist and vocalist from the band, Javi, to stay at his place, so I got a shower the next morning. So that was appreciated. How many times have you been sexually propositioned on your journey? It doesn't happen very often. Anytime that has happened, if that's something I'm not interested in, everyone's been fine with just a simple like change of topic. They get the point, kind of thing. Ever been to Scandinavia? Yeah, I hitchhiked through Norway, Sweden, and Denmark in 2015. Actually, I'll give you the quick country rundown for my Okay. I've hitchhiked in these countries in this order: Canada, Ireland, Wales, England, Scotland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Austria, Slovenia, Croatia, Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Russia, Japan, United States, Australia. So, yes, I have been to Scandinavia, and I had a great time there. And English is very widely spoken there, so that helped me out a ton. Finding a shower would probably be one of the main sticking points for travel. I pay the $7 for a truck stop shower. Yeah, that makes sense. And we were talking with River and Joseph in the last ride. They were going to a truck stop to pay for a shower. They were going to do that. Military surplus is so good for cheap hiking. Yeah, military is great because it's durable stuff. The downside is it's heavy because I guess the military mindset is we want something that's pretty durable, and we don't care how much weight these guys have to carry. They can handle it. They're they're in the military. You're supposed to carry 100+ pound bags. In the Army and you've worked in an auto shop, you learn to embrace dirtiness, right? Just accept being dirty. You're gonna be dirty sometimes. I try to. Yeah, he was self-conscious about whether he smelled on Friday night. Yeah, when I'm out, I was in a very nice, expensive neighborhood, like Sausalito, just north of San Francisco, in this like nice restaurant thing, and I was like streaming like the band playing and stuff like that, and I was like really enjoying it, and I'm like, shit, I'm in like a nice place with people out on a whatever Friday night. I might smell a little bit. That was like 4 days without showering. Yeah, it was a while. See ya later, MV Kabong. I still don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce your name, but I go with a different route every time.